Hey guys, I'm going to show you exactly why UConn men's basketball is so tough to guard, so tough to scout, and why people are saying, analysts, coaches are saying it's such the best offense in potentially college basketball. Take a look at this whole play. Then we're going to break it down, okay? There's a couple things that make this offense so great, but I want to focus on one thing particularly, and I hope you guys see it. And I hope before you see it, you've watched a lot of teams play the last couple years. Notice how right here, let's break it down right here. We have a double screen going on, right? And this is just really simple, a double screen, but they don't just stop there. How many teams have you seen run a double screen right here? Get the ball. After the double screen, they're going to pass it to that guy, then they're going to play out of it. But watch what UConn does. And if you want to know why UConn is so tough to guard and scout, they do screens upon screens upon screens. They're always moving, always motion. And it's not just that they're running, oh, it's a motion offense, oh, it's a set play, it's a lot of options. It's all of that combined. Let's take a look at this play, breaking down here. So we saw the double screen happen right here. Right? So the double screen happened right here. And a lot of teams would stop here, right? But after the double screen, we have a ball screen here. It doesn't quite get it right there, as we saw on the top of the ball. And then we had a flare screen, if you guys didn't miss it right there. Look at this. We have a flare screen happening right here on the weak side. And a lot of weak side action just to freeze the defense, make it so they don't have too tremendous help side. And then bam, dribble drive into a dump down. Again, let's take a look at it one more time. We have a double screen right here. Going to set into a ball screen right here. Flare screen on the weak side here. Over pressure here, dribble drive, dump down, layup. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? It's action upon action upon action. Not a lot of teams do this. Yeah, Purdue does it. Yes, some other teams do it as well. They have it named here. Again, look at this. UConn, even though they're only ranked campus as the 24th offensive rating team in the nation, 5th in defensive rating, really good strength of schedule. We know that. It is still a tough team to guard, to scout, because exactly it. Let's take a look at this clip. Let's break it down here. Ready? Look at this. Pass up high here. We're going to receive a handoff into a down screen here, into a back screen. It's going to look into flex type action right there. Then we don't have it. Look, and options upon options, guys, right there off of screens. Let's break this down. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about with this, okay? Right here we have this happening. Don't have a look in transition. That's fine. They want to look in transition, right? Let's pass up top as I drink my canteen here. Now, let's take a look what happens here. Ready? As this happens, bam, this guy's going to make a cut and receive a down screen right over here. As that's happening, we're going to see a dribble handoff on the side right here. Bam, dribble handoff. Going to see it for a down screen right here. Pass over here. Then, bam, look. Now, we had that simple action. Now, we're going to have a back screen. And off this, we have multiple actions. I call it flex type action because now this guy's going to do a flex cut, but he also could receive a screen from this guy. Instead of he receives a flex cut right here, so we see a baseline cutter. And then this guy receives a down screen coming up here. But look, all these actions are actions as they play it. And then look, on the opposite side, we had a down screen pin down. We're going to drive and we're going to create all this space. Notice how I said earlier, there's a lot of weak side movement. A lot of weak side movement just to occupy the defense, make it so the help side can't get established. And this is why they do it. Again, I want you guys to take a look at what Tennessee, Kentucky from years past have done. And look at teams that play now. Teams like some teams in the top 25. They run some good offense, but not a lot of teams do what Hurley's team do with action upon reaction. Right here, there's could have been so many different actions just off this secondary action that we've seen here. We already saw a down screen happen. First, second option, but they have multiple options to multiple options. And then we see this happen. Again, DePaul does a decent job defending it, but again, you just can't really tough to navigate and stop all these different options. Let's take a look right here again. Going to have this play again, a double screen. A lot of teams run double screens, but notice how UConn runs their double screens. This is why I think I've said UConn last 3 years been the best double screen team. Right here, we see a double screen happen right here. And then look what happens here. Into a ball screen here. Going to pass over. And then look how they play out of it. Look how they play out of it right here. Into a post up. Bam. And again, there's a lot of different things that make this UConn offense work. But I'm just going to show you the screening game action into screens and rescreens. Again, we have a double screen right here. And a lot of teams just run that. We've seen Illinois, Nebraska. They'll just run double screens and shoot out of it, right? But UConn doesn't like anything out of it. So now what do we do here? We're going to pass over here. We're going to set a back screen here for a post-up right here. And then we also had a pass over here that could have been a three-point shot or a drive that we've seen UConn do with options. So the screening game has options upon options. And you notice why it works so well because it freezes the help side defense. And we have options on options. The defense have to be not just physically ready, but also mentally ready. And over the course of the game, it's tough here. Again, we see another double screen here. Indiana runs a similar action like that into a ball screen, flare screen. to another ball screen here, into a down screen. Take a look at this. Into another down screen. Do you guys see that? There's different actions. I'm not going to bore you guys with the actions here, but take a look again at what we see here. Ready? We see a double screen right here. Going to catch that. Now take a look at what we're doing. We're going to set another ball screen here into a flare screen. And teams will stop and do this. Again, teams will stop like Alabama, great offensive team. They'll stop and they'll play dribble drive right here. But what UConn does is they do the extra steps. They do the extra steps because they want to win. They'll set a down screen right here. Bam. Set a down screen here. But look, that's so that you're defending this down screen right here. And this is good defense by DePaul, guys. This is good defense by DePaul. This is exactly what you should be doing. But guess what? You're defending this into, guess what? Now we have another down screen and the defense is already in help side. So he's going to be wide open if they elect to pass it to this second screener. Do you guys see why this is a tough defense to guard and scout? Because guys don't want to guard. And that's exactly what UConn does. And if you tell me exactly, hey, why are they so good? I still don't understand. Watch other teams. You probably have seen other teams and do what they do. Again, a lot of teams run this. Indiana will run this right here. Indiana will run this. Bam. Right? Every team will run this. Every team will also run this action, bam, into this, right? And then this action. And then they'll play out of it and do dribble drive stuff out of this. We've seen this happen, okay? But they do the extra steps that I talked about here. And I want to break down again. DePaul's doing a good job defending this, right? This is exactly how you should be doing it when you're, I call it lock and trail, coming off here, curling it. But again, take a look at this. But then you have the rescreen action. And again, it makes it so tough to guard. Also, shooter here. So this guy's in the help side here. But if he's in the help side here, you still have other action over there happening. So you have all these initial actions that could be scoring actions, but into scoring. And that's what makes him so dang tough to guard. And the defenses have to guard multiple actions. And yes, UConn doesn't score every time off of it. But look at this. It's exactly why they're so good here. Again, simple play here. Got to come over it. Bam. Ball screen action right here. Going to move into a down screen here. We're off it. We're going to curl it, play off it. And again, I say it's very simple because, again, not too many actions to actions here, right? But they're so good at moving without the ball. And there's so many things to talk about the UConn men's basketball offense right here. Again, we take a look at this over here. Going to go into here for a quick ball screen here. But look at this. We're wheeling around, receiving a down screen right here, coming off it, curling over hit. And again, decent job by DePaul. We have a lot of DePaul things. By doing it them, a lot of teams would do the same thing here, right? Because you don't want to switch big to guard sometimes. Obviously, DePaul doesn't do it. A lot of teams don't want to. We're going to curl it, go over it, and look for a little floater here. But again, as you guys can see, a simple action. Again, one thing I didn't talk about is this. We have this loop action right here. Come over it, guard it. And again, help side should be here, but we've noticed why don't they want to do help side? Because a lot of screening and flare screens happen again. If you watch Indiana a little bit, Nebraska, we've seen a lot of these good teams are starting to do more weak side actions that make it so the defense can't really stagnate and sit in the help line because teams used to that no middle type of defense, right? So if you let teams get situated, they're just going to be carve you up and just put pressure, right? And so you want to have weak side elements happening. But again, notice how this UConn offense is breaking defenses down, not by just it's one or two set plays. It's multiple action into reaction. It's making the defenses not having to be able to situate themselves on the help side. It's a lot of movement and all five guys moving along. Guys, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And as always, keep your sights on basketball vision.